My goodness, it's tight in here. Hi, it is Robbie from Southern California. And you know what? I decided to pull my camera out and tell you what I'm doing. This is the kennel that I've got set up. So far, so good. I've got the tool going around it, but I'm going to do a couple more changes when I get to it in that corner, when all the way around, actually. I am now grooming my tomatoes. Now, the only reason I have to do this is that I won't be able to get in here. I won't be able to find anything. So what I did back there, and I haven't touched that one, but back there I trimmed all the leaves off the bottom, which is good for the tomato plant. It brings in a lot of fresh air. It keeps things circulating, and so there won't be any insects and stuff around there. Same thing in here, but there's so many tomatoes on here already that I'm only going to do so much, but I am shortening some of the leaves, see? You can cut the leaves. You don't have to take the whole leaf off. And I'm debating on which ones I'm going to trim. Now, normally you don't want to trim any cherry type tomatoes because you are trimming off your tomatoes. But here, literally, it's tight and I want everything to go up. See how I'm stringing them? I think it's going to be better if it was just like one plant here, skipped it and put another plant here, another one there. I could have just let it go. And now I see that I don't need that many tomatoes unless I'm doing dwarfs. But all in all, this is what I did. And so I am grooming them. I've got a lot going on. I cannot move. Hold on. I can't move my foot. I was going to turn around. I can't even turn around the way I'm sitting. All right. So let's show you what I've done so far, and then I'm going to finish it up. In here, I haven't touched anything. That is a compact tomato. That's the Smurf. I'm going to leave it. And I've got 2 pepper plants in there doing great. I've got a pepper plant there that's coming up. And then I've got a tiny black cobra that's on the bottom. I mean, it's tiny. And then I've got, that is the cherry drops, I think, black cherry drops. That was the plant that was so bad. They gave it to me for half price. There were 2 of them in there. It's doing fantastic. So it's going to be really fun to see what that turns into. And I kind of tied the yarn in the corner there. So it's in a bow, so I can change it if I want to later. Now in here, this one is my pear tomato grown from seed. In the beginning, it didn't show any hope, but now I see a few flowers. I have found with some of these tomatoes, I bought the original plant, that I've talked about the seeds. It's going to be a hit and miss. Some of your seeds are going to grow really good and you're going to grow a beautiful plant with tomatoes. Some of them, because they may have designed them or hybridized them, depends on what fashion they went to design them, you may only get plant and no fruit, or you may get fruit. That one I don't know. We'll wait and see. It's very small compared to all these others that took off. And I've got a couple places that it is showing hope. So I'm going to leave it for now. Another pepper plant. These are all grown in food containers. This is just from Dollar Tree. That's from Halloween, a pumpkin down there. So it's kind of a mix and match. There's the pitcher where I can compost in place. Now this one, let me see, is from my trough. Yep. This is one of my wild versions. Now originally, I'm not 100% sure, it's either the cherry tomato I bought last year, or it's one of the ones that come up in the garden because it was in the trough growing. But who knows? Anything could have dropped seeds in there. Pulled it out, and this is loaded. I mean, absolutely loaded. This may be the winner. Just tomatoes everywhere. This one is doing fantastic. Remember, they were all put in the same time, and they're all around the same size. Now, this one is a sun gold, purchased from the store. There's a label in the back. I did not grow this seed or try to grow from a seed from last year. Doing really good. We've got tomatoes, we've got flowers. It's really a nice controlled plant. I've got 2 leaders coming from the bottom, one going that way, and let me just make sure, yes. So I may have to take off one of these leaders, and what I could do is leave it right now, and as soon as there's a group of tomatoes, like cut it and stop it and let the tomatoes grow. We'll see as time goes on. Oh, this is a pot marigold, and this is right in here. This is a geranium that I am, rooting. I'm propagating in a food container in here, and it's doing really well. This is just a soap container from dishwashing, not clothes soap, laundry soap. And this pepper is doing really good. We don't want weeds. Just pick and drop. Here's the parsley I bought, curly leaf parsley. Again, we don't want any weeds. Just pick and drop and take off any of the yellowing leaves. That's what I started to do. And this way it will all concentrate and everything will go for the plant. You won't have anything pulling. This is just a walking onion back there in another container. It's kind of all layered. And then over here, this is basil. Now, I don't always take the flowers off. People say, take them off, your plant won't grow. You know what? My plants have always grown. I leave the flowers, they do fantastic, and then sometime in the winter they may fizzle out, and sometimes they don't, but I'll take them off right now. It helps the plant bush out too. This one's doing really, really well. Now let me keep scooting forward, or I'll have to get out and do this. This one I haven't trimmed yet. I'm gonna get down there and decide how much of this plant. It's a big stalk. This is the cherry. This is black cherry. So that one I have not gotten to, but see what I'm doing? I'm staking them up because I have vertical gardening. So I'm gonna let this one grow really good. This is the one that came out of the trough. This is my volunteer. And then this is the sun gold. When I have to, I'll stake it. Right now, it's going up nice and straight on its own. I'm also, like I said, making sure, let me see where my cutters are. Hold on. Like I said, I'm really going through these right now. I don't want to have to come back again. I'm taking leaves off on the bottom. And this creates more air. I can pinch it with my finger as well. And I'm going to compost all that. Yes, I compost tomato leaves. And then that's basically up. Trim this one up, see if anything needs to be staked up. But you know, this one's doing really good. Is it growing good? Oh, I just planted this, so it's not happy. This is a ruffle basil, and it turned out there was close to 10 plants in that pot. So I stuck this purple basil next to the green one, and that's basically all there is to it. I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up of what's going on. I'm going to change this up a little bit. Gary is desperately wanting me to put wire on, because what happened one night is a squirrel, it could have been the afternoon, made a little tiny hole in the corner and came in and grabbed one tomato. That was about 3-4 days ago. And so I put a piece of turquoise tulle over there and it worked. He hasn't come back. But I went and looked and I've got an idea of what I can do to go around to slow them down, and they haven't come back, so that's a good thing. So I'm not having him put the wire on yet. Is it good to put 1/4-inch wire on a dog kennel? Yes. Why? Because it will keep out everything. We've been doing it now with the other 2 kennels. Here's the thing, it costs about $100 to do. With my method of tulle, it cost me $5. Do I want to spend $100 on my tomatoes? I want to see if I can do something free or cheap. So that's why I told them, wait. If they get in here and they start, doing stuff, then I'll say, okay, put the wire on. But I think I have another method to keep them out. Even if I slow them down. If one gets in here, I'm not going to worry about it. I just worry about them taking out everything. See, I've got big leaves coming that way. And I'll just keep going in there. I don't need a bunch of leaders from the bottom. I don't mind them from the top. And that's coming off of that. I don't know if I have to stake that one yet. It's doing really good. But we'll see as time goes on. We haven't gotten tomatoes yet. They're still purple, but we'll see how it goes. It's going to be packed. But I love it. I still love it. It's one dog kennel. It's got plenty of room to grow. Now, if you weren't into tomatoes, this was strictly all tomatoes with a couple little additives to it. Then you could grow squash in here, kind of think about how you want to do it. You could have squash growing up if you want to do a winter squash. If you want to do summer squash that you eat now, like zucchini, you would put one there maybe, and maybe one over here somewhere, kind of spot it around so you can walk through as the plants get big. You could put eggplant in here, peppers, just anything you could grow in here. I've got radishes. Let me see if I can get around my stool. I spotted some radishes all through here. There's my little black cobra. So I've got a lot of different things, more radishes back there growing. So all in all, it's doing fantastic. It's tight, but you don't have to come in here that often. I haven't been in here for days. I just water through the tulle because the tulle only goes up to here. See the tulle? And it's clipped on with these paper binders. And I water from the outside, or I just open the door and I keep a watering can in here. And then, of course, I told you some of them I'm composting in place. It's already decaying. And there's no soil on top. Put a little bit of soil in there, it'll break down quicker. I haven't stuffed it yet. But as the plants grow and get bigger, I will put a lot of leaf matter in there and soil. So let me try to see this. It's a little tight with a stool. See if I can get out so you can see it from the outside. But I am so pleased with this. I think it's fantastic. These dog kennels cost, they go up and down all the time. I've seen them as low as $2 and as high as $4. I think we paid, you know, $250, let's say, when they had them, but they're fantastic. They just do so well. So this is just a quick update. I'm going back to work because it's like 80 degrees today. It's going to be a little warmer. Trying to get this done so I don't have to look at it for maybe a week or so. But very pleased with the way it is. And I've got so much room to grow. I could have done so many different plants. And maybe next year I'll do something completely different. Who knows? I can make this a strawberry field. I could make it just squash. Or I can mix and match all kinds of stuff. Isn't that beautiful? Got my garlic growing out here. I've got milkweed, which I'm probably going to move, and geraniums, but I am very pleased. I even hung something. I hung one of those baskets and I planted lettuce in there. And I might hang a couple more. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going back to work. It's such a beautiful day. Isn't that gorgeous? But it is warm, so I'm trying to get this done. Have a great day. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's too tight? Do you think this would work for you? But I love it. Keeps coyotes out. Keeps pretty much everything out. Like I said, there was a little tiny hole in the corner. I put the turquoise tool on, mainly because I wanted to see if he was going to come back and try to chew the corner. He did not. But I have another method and another idea on what may stop them even more. And this is the issue here. See, the issue is they come up from the hillside, and it's too easy for them to sit there and do what they want. If it was out in the open like the other dog kennels, it'd be less issues. But being that they have a place to hide and do what they want, then they can just kind of sit there and chew it. But we'll see. So far, so good. And like I said, I've got another idea, so we'll see how that goes. With that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. And I hope your gardens are going good. And if you're just starting, that is great. And don't forget to mix and match your plants. Some of the seeds that you saved and some of the plants that you bought, just in case. Well, let's just say just in case, and you can go watch the one on the warning on seeds, because that is really important. I have talked to hundreds of you that are having issues with seeds. But you know what? As long as we know, we can fix it. Bye-bye. Okay, one more tote to look at, and then I think I'll go in and get a mint tea. So before I go in, I just wanted to jump in here, and I did a quick clip. So I ended up tying up the sun gold and a few more of the tomatoes that I didn't tie up. Notice I do it very loosely. A lot of times if I'm wrapping around yarn, I do it around a leaf, not the main stalk. You don't want to damage your tomato plants. And then you also do it loose so they can breathe. Boy, that's a tight cluster of tomatoes on that. That's the black cherry tomatoes. All in all, they're doing good. We'll keep an eye out. And remember how 3 of them are elevated in large flower pots and 3 of them are straight into the tote? They're all doing good. But the ones in a pot, like you can see to the right, they're going to get the water directly where the other ones are getting it from the tote. But being that I did so much layering in there with water, they're going to get water from the other pots that are in there that they're not planted in. So it doesn't matter. It's whatever way you want to do it. But all in all, I'm very pleased. I think it's doing really good. And I want to keep the bottom of the trunks of the plant open. That's important many times. I mean, you can let them grow wild. You've seen them all over the yard here. They're just growing like mad, just the way they are wild. But you know, when it's in a tote, let's keep them well trimmed around the base, and they should last longer and be healthier. Okay, now I'm going to go get my mint tea. Cool.